You might be wondering how to clearly explain links between sociology and other social sciences in your UPSC answers, especially when the question demands comparison or synthesis. By the end of this video, you will be completely clear about how sociology relates to political science, economics, history, anthropology, philosophy, psychology, and ethics. Think of sociology as a wide-angle lens that captures social patterns, while other disciplines bring zoom lenses that focus on specific parts of the same scene. In simple steps, I will show you how to visualize each relationship, how to answer exam questions, and how to avoid common mistakes. And towards the end, we will understand a key idea that most UPSC aspirants miss when they try to integrate disciplines in an answer. First, political science and sociology overlap because both study groups, authority, and how collective life is organized within the state. Historically, the separation was blurry. Thinkers combined political and social reflection. So exam answers should recognize shared foundations and later specialization. Remember to mention political sociology in answers, referencing figures like Weber or Michels, because questions often ask about elites, parties, and state-society relations. Political science often focuses on formal institutions, constitutions, and legislation, whereas sociology explains the broader social context in which those institutions operate. Next, look at economics. Both disciplines study human behavior but from different angles. Markets and scarcity on one side, social structure and institutions on the other. Economic sociology studies how markets, property systems, and the division of labor are embedded in social relations, which makes it especially useful for policy-focused answers. In UPSC essays or GS questions, mention how economic policies succeed or fail because of social norms, networks, and informal institutions, not just technical models. Methodological cross-fertilization matters. Game theory and formal models can inform sociological questions, while ethnography and institutional analysis enrich economic explanations. Ethics and sociology meet when we analyze morally charged social actions. Sociology explains causes, ethics evaluates rightness and policy implications. For an exam answer, pair empirical explanation with normative critique. For instance, explain why corruption persists socially, then discuss ethical frameworks for accountability. This two-step move, describe causes, then evaluate norms, scores well because it combines evidence and values in a structured way. Anthropology brings deep comparative field evidence, especially about pre-literate or small-scale societies, which helps sociology avoid one-size-fits-all claims. Use anthropological examples to show cultural variation and to challenge evolutionary or universalist assumptions in your answers. Social anthropology historically focused on small communities and sociology focused on modern societies now converge through field techniques and shared questions about change. History supplies chronological detail and context. Sociology seeks patterns and causal generalizations, so combining them strengthens both explanation and evidence. In answers, cite historical case studies to anchor sociological theory. For example, show how 19th century urbanization changed class structures and social institutions. This method of pairing a dated example with a sociological explanation demonstrates depth and command of sources for UPSC evaluators. Philosophy underpins sociology by clarifying concepts, value assumptions, and epistemological limits, helping you avoid conflating facts and judgments in answers. Mention thinkers like Durkheim or Mannheim to show how sociological theory grew from philosophical concerns about order, knowledge, and values. Psychology and sociology intersect in social psychology, which links individual mental processes and group influences. But sociology insists on social facts that go beyond individual minds. For UPSC, note Durkheim's argument about the autonomy of social facts and use it when defending sociological explanations against purely psychological reductionism. Middle ground approaches like role theory connect personality and social structure and are useful in questions on identity, migration, or political mobilization. Practically, many questions in optional papers and GS expect integrated answers. So explicitly show where disciplinary boundaries blur and where they remain distinct. A simple exam strategy. Define the disciplinary perspective, give one or two theoretical points, add an empirical example, and finish with a short synthesis. Visually imagine a Venn diagram in your answer. Overlap areas explain interdisciplinary topics, and non-overlapping parts show each discipline's unique contribution. Quick recap. Political science explains formal structures. Economics focuses on resource allocation. Anthropology brings cultural depth. History gives context. Philosophy clarifies concepts. And psychology links minds to groups. Interdisciplinary work is not about collapsing fields, but about using the best tools from each to craft precise, evidence-based exam answers. Tip for UPSC Mains. When a question asks for interdisciplinary analysis, explicitly mention the relevant discipline, state its contribution, and offer a brief integrated conclusion. You can practice by turning one topic into a three-part answer: theoretical link, empirical illustration, and policy or ethical implication. Before we close, remember the key idea many aspirants miss. Exam answers earn high marks when they balance theory, evidence, and interdisciplinarity with clear structure. Stay curious, keep linking concepts to real-world examples, and practice framing short syntheses under time pressure to build clarity and speed. Thanks for listening. If you found this helpful, continue your UPSC sociology preparation with EduRef for structured notes, tests, and strategy videos. Keep going. Your ability to integrate disciplines is a real advantage in the exams, and EduRef can help you turn that advantage into marks.